So what the Lord is saying, He's saying that He gave you a way of escape, and He's saying for you not to look back, okay? He says not to look back. He says He took you out of that bad situation in order for you to move forward, okay? He says if you go back, it will only lead you to destruction. He's saying that if He didn't take you out of that situation, that situation would have destroyed you. So a lot of times in life, right, we may not understand why God does certain things, okay? And we may question God and ask Him like, why did this happen to me? Why did I have to go through this? And God is saying He did it because He was trying to protect you, okay? You may not understand it now. Today, you don't understand it, okay? But He wants you to trust Him. Trust the process, okay? Don't try to figure out all that stuff, okay? Because all that stuff is only a headache. You pondering on it, thinking about it over and over again, going over what transpired, going over what happened. He says, leave that alone. You going somewhere else. Sometimes you have to move away from certain things, okay? It may be a place, it may be people that God needs to move you away from in order for you to birth what He wants to do in your life. So just trust the process. Trust His timing, okay? Know that when God does certain things, it is for you. So some of you, the situation that God took you out of, you know, it may have caused you a lot of pain and sadness. And since the Lord took you out of that bad experience or whatever, He doesn't want you to hold on to that experience. He wants you to let it go. Because if you're still living in the past, if you're still living in where you once was, you won't move forward to where He wants to take you. Some people are in a different place in this time, in this season, and their minds is still somewhere else in the past, okay? Their minds is somewhere behind them when God is saying, I want to take you forward. But your mind is still stuck on what happened back then, okay? Your mind is stuck in the past. And because you're not mentally letting go of the things that happened from the past, you are keeping yourself back. And so the Lord is saying not to look back any longer. You are on your new path. So stop dwelling in the past. You can't have yourself in a new place and your mind is still behind you, okay? Because while you are somewhere else in the new and your mind is in the past, okay, it's going to be hard for you to be able to tackle that new place or that new environment because your mind is somewhere else. And sometimes when you decide to go backwards, it keeps you back, okay? It doesn't move you forward. It causes delay. It causes no progress. So don't go back. Leave it behind you. So God is saying that everything is for a time and a season, okay? When that time or that season is over, you have to know when to switch. You have to know when the time is up, when the clock has already struck for you to let something go. And you have to leave something alone. And with this, I'm reminded about Lot. Lot sent his angels to warn them about the coming judgment that was going to happen in Sodom. And so the Lord was going to destroy that place. He showed mercy and allowed Lot's family to be saved. So He sent the angels to warn them to go to another place. And so the instructions that was not to look back, okay? And we know that Lot's wife, she decided to look back. Don't look back. Stop looking back at the past and try to move forward, okay? So that you can see things change in your life. When you keep going back to the past, you are only keeping yourself back, preventing yourself from growing into the person God has called you to be. God doesn't want you to look back. He wants you to move forward in this time. It's time for you to take what belongs to you. Don't allow the enemy to distract you, okay, in this time by making it seem as if you go back, there's going to be a lot of good things that come from you going back. Move forward. And so that's basically what the Father is saying. He's saying if you decide to go back, that will destroy you, okay? Nothing good is going to come out of you going back. And you have to be able to cooperate with what he's doing. If you don't cooperate with what he wants to do, and you're still being disobedient, then you can't get angry at him and say, oh, things didn't work out. But, he's saying not to go back. And you may not understand it. You may be seeing things a certain way, but he is seeing things in a different way, okay? You know that he is all-knowing. And so we may think we know, but we don't know. So be guided by the Spirit. Don't be guided by what your flesh wants, what you think you want, but be guided by what he wants. So thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Know that everything is going to work out for you, knowing that wherever God has placed you, it is for a reason. And God is going to prosper you, okay? Stay close to him in this time and don't let him go. And just remember that God is faithful and he is true. Ooh, bye. See you guys.